G'day, this is Oz ADV Rider. In this video we're going to be fitting an 18-inch spoked wheel to the rear of my 2008 Suzuki V-Strom 650. About 3 years ago I fitted a 21-inch wheel to the front of the bike, and it's probably the best modification I've made for off-road use. I've been riding around with the cast wheel on the back ever since then, with the intention of going to a spoked wheel so they match, and going to a bigger 18-inch wheel so it'll roll through the bumps just that little bit better. Now, thank you very much to Ian, who sold me this wheel at a very good price. It was too good to refuse, so it's about time I get onto this project. So the wheel itself is off a KTM 890. I have new 520 chain and sprockets. Now the KTM runs a 520 chain, the V-Strom runs a 525. If 520 is strong enough for a KTM 890, it's going to be strong enough for a V-Strom. And also there's less rotating mass, which is a bonus. We have a nice new brake disc. This will become my disc spacer, and these will become my axle spacers. Yeah, I have had the wheel fitted up and taken some measurements, got an idea what I need. I made up a temporary spacer there. This one's out of nylon because I ran out of aluminium. It's just to give you an idea of what I need. And so first up, we'll make our 6mm brake disc spacer, fit the wheel up, get some final measurements for those wheel spacers, and then we'll make those up.
Magnolia town was humming, smoke lay on the ground.
So that's the disc spacer made up. Unfortunately, I cannot grip that around the outside of my lathe and bore that out bigger. There's other ways around it, but for now it's just going to stay like that. That'll be enough to get us going. So let's get it back on the bike and see how we're looking. I could draw some lines around that and pretend I've got ABS, couldn't I? You might see there's a gap this side and nothing that side. So what I'm going to do is take maybe 0.5 mm off that wheel spacer, which will pull the whole wheel across a little bit. So I took 0.5 mm off this, much better. So I'm happy with the disc side. So the sprocket side, we have a look here. That is a 520 sprocket with a 525 chain, which gives me a good indication of what's going on. You can see the sprocket teeth are to one side of the chain. So that sprocket either needs to go in that way, or the front sprocket needs to go out that way. And I think I've got an idea for that. Just to give you an idea, this to that wheel is straight. If I push all that chain across, give it a spin, see it works its way back over here. The chain down here isn't trying to ride up on the sprocket, so we are pretty close. So I'll make up a right-hand side spacer. We'll check it again. Then we'll make up the left-hand side. But that's progressing really well. Hear that sound changing. It's nearly there. Ooh, there she goes. Beautiful. Okay, there's one spacer made. So that'll go in the right hand side. Ooh, that fits nicely, happy with that. Whew, righto, lovely. So next up we'll make the left hand wheel spacer. That is the KTM spacer, and this is what I've added to it. So we'll make that all as one piece. So there's both our spacers made up. Came out pretty good, nice neat fit. Yes, we'll fit it up again, just make sure everything's still right, and then we'll look at those chain and sprockets. They're a real nice fit in the wheel, those spacers, they don't fall out, which is a bonus. So when I get this on, we might have a clean up because I've got aluminium swarf everywhere. I've got aluminium all through my tyre. Look at that, that is beautiful. So time for new sprockets. This is the one that came off the KTM. Not sure what that's been rubbing on. It's rubbed all the way down to here. Don't know if it was misalignment or what was going on with that. Anyway, it's much too small for me. KTM's obviously got a lot more power than the V-Strom. So standard gearing on a V-Strom is 1547. I've been running 1548. Now I believe with a bigger rear wheel, that'll lower the gearing, so I've gone a little bit bigger again. So I've gone to a 49 tooth sprocket for the rear. So that is to suit a KTM 890. This one, 520 sprocket. They don't make a 520 conversion for the V-Strom, but Suzuki uses the same size sprockets for a lot of bikes. I believe that's listed as a GSXR 750 520 conversion. So we've got 15 tooth. And I've gone with a DID 520 VX3 chain. It says it's suitable for up to 800cc. Yeah, the V-Strom 650, it only puts out about 60 horsepower, so that should be fine. So I'm just about to fit the front sprocket. You may remember I said I need to space that out a little bit. So my plan is to put that boss to the engine side, and that'll space the sprocket out a bit. This sprocket's actually for a GSXR 750 520 conversion. That would be meant to go flat that side to keep it in line with the rear wheel. So I'm going to fit it that way, so it's spaced out a little bit. And hopefully that'll get us in line. Beautiful. Righto guys, we are done. That is looking awesome. Spins nice and freely. We have the new chain and sprockets on. Now that was a 120 link chain and I did not take any out of it. It was only just long enough. So my trick of putting the front sprocket on backwards worked perfectly. That chain is running very nice. All we've got left to do now is take it for a test run, but it's getting dark. It is very wet outside and I have one bald tyre. That'll be the next job, to change that tyre. We'll start it up and just run it, see what it looks like. It's alright. The brakes. Right, yeah, we'll take that for a test run, see how she goes.
Magnolia Town was humming, smoke lay on the ground.
Yeah, it feels good, accelerating fine. Steering is slightly different, which you would expect. I've raised the rear a little. So we'll get a fresh tyre on there and then we'll do some real off-road testing. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you next time.